The next type of software, when we talk about application software, another category of software is personal finance management. And knowing how to manage your finance well, knowing how to manage your finances well is going to help you in life. Of course, obviously, you want to know where your money's going. And Quicken, this software program called Quicken, which you search Google for Quicken, you'll see images of it. Quicken is great at helping you manage your finances down to the penny. So if you want to know where all of your dollars are going, Quicken's the piece of software you want to use to do it. And let me tell you why Quicken is really, really, really great. Because every time you swipe something on your credit card, every time you spend some money, you set Quicken up so you could download all of that data. And as you download it, it will categorize the data, and you go through and you review these categories. And sometimes you have to change it, but then Quicken learns, oh, this is groceries, or oh, this is a business expense when you shop at this store. And so you categorize everything. And then when it comes time to do your taxes, you're able to real quickly print out, all of the different categories that you need to do your taxes, and that could save you money. So anytime you deduct, something in your taxes, right, like, oh, these are business expenses and things like that, Quicken keeps track of all of that for you. And yeah, so it's just a really good piece of software to know what your balance is and all your different accounts and where you're spending your money and what you're spending it on. And then when you do your taxes, having everything already categorized, so you just print it out and take it to the accountant. And I will get on my soapbox for 1 second and tell you, if you're not already using a CPA to do your taxes, you absolutely should use a CPA to do your taxes. They only charge a couple of $100 to do your taxes, and you will more than get that back if you have a good CPA by hiring that CPA. You'll more than get back what he costs or she costs in her fees from having that person help you, because one, they know taxes, and that's what they do for a living, and so they know how to adjust everything to make sure that you pay as little as possible. And two, you're less likely to get edited if you're using a CPA to do your taxes. Why is that? Because my CPA asked one time an auditor for the IRS, how does auditing work? And what they do is the computer will kick out like 10 files, and those 10 files will be given to an auditor. And the auditor's boss will say, here are 10 files. I want you to audit 4 or 3 of them. And so the auditor will go through and look to see which ones are the ones which look like they would be the most which ones should be audited, right? And one of the things the auditor looks for is if a CPA is signed off on the taxes, right? A CPA, somebody who's a licensed, certified public accountant, if they put their name on your taxes as they helped you with your taxes, then the auditor is immensely less likely to audit your taxes, because what CPA is going to risk their license and create fraud and cheat on taxes, for one individual, particularly if you aren't making a ton of money. So having a CPA do your taxes is great for 2 reasons. The CPA knows what they're doing. They're going to save you money. You'll pay less in your taxes. And 2, having a CPA sign off on your taxes means you're less likely to get audited, which means less headaches. And so have a CPA to do your taxes, and then 2, use Quicken to keep track of all of your spending, so that when it's time to go meet with the CPA, you just hand them a printout and you say, this is where I spend my money. And the CPA goes, great, and starts entering all the data into their computer. And so it's a really efficient, fantastic system for helping you keep track of your money and also do your taxes. And those are two things which a lot of people struggle with. So I highly recommend using Quicken, and you can learn about Quicken on lynda.com, right? They have Quicken right here. You can take that course, $25 a month. At least that's what the price was at this time. And I just looked at Udemy for Quicken, and nobody's offering a Quicken training. There's a window of opportunity. If you want to offer a Quicken training, you can learn it and then create your own training. And people may or may not pay you money. Ha ha ha, to come take it. All right, that's Quicken. And that's a personal finance management software, personal finance software. And that's another application category. That's another category of application software which you should know about.